morning, dear guests. Welcome to Karabakh. Welcome to Shusha. I'm very glad to see you here. I first of all want to express gratitude to Ada University for organizing this conference dedicated to the memory of the architect of independent Azerbaijan, Heydar Aliyev. I was invited and decided to meet here in Karabakh. I've been at many events organized by Ada University, meeting with international experts and public figures in Baku, and first time here. I hope you will enjoy your visit to Azerbaijan, your trip to Shusha. Shusha has a special place in the history of Azerbaijan, and now Shusha is being rebuilt almost from scratch. This year was announced the year of Heydar Aliyev in commemoration of 100th anniversary of our great leader. And throughout the year, we organize numerous events, conferences in Azerbaijan and abroad, paying respect to the memory of the founder of independent Azerbaijan, and at the same time addressing important issues of our domestic politics, regional development, international affairs. We wanted to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Heydar Aliyev, not by kind of a formal events, but by addressing really issues which need a special attention, because the geopolitics in the region have changed, and the topic of the conference also is covering this issue. And Heydar Aliyev always was a person who was protecting the interests of the people of Azerbaijan, regardless the time, regardless political situation, during the times of Soviet Azerbaijan, when he was for more than 10 years the leader of Soviet Azerbaijan, even in the framework of those ideological barriers, he was defending the interests of Azerbaijani people, was trying to do everything that we keep our identity, and many steps he have taken during the times of 70s and beginning of 80s. Now we see that they were targeted to the time when Azerbaijan would be independent. So throughout the year, and of course the events dedicated to his memory will continue until the end of the year, we wanted to fill this space with practical steps, with exchange of views, ideas, mainly with respect to the future development of Azerbaijan, and also regional development, because we cannot ignore situation in our region, and though we don't have any risks anymore after liberation of Karabakh inside the country, but we are not living on an island. Meeting here in Shusha has, of course, a special meaning for all of us. Last year, by the way, I announced the year of Shusha because it was the 2017th anniversary of the foundation of the city by Karabakh Khan Panakhali, and Shusha always was Azerbaijani city. Only during the times of occupation, for more than 28 years, Shusha was under foreign domination, but I know that you will be making a city tour after our meeting, and you will see that during the times of occupation, Shusha was almost totally destroyed. So it once again demonstrates that Shusha has never been a native city for Armenians. If it was that, they would have kept it. They wouldn't have destroyed it. They would have developed it. All what you have seen or what you will see, most of what you will see, the buildings are either been renovated during the last 2.5 years or built from scratch. Heydar Aliyev's biggest dream was to see Shusha free, and we made his dream come true. So we are proud of that. We are happy, all Azerbaijanis, and not only citizens of Azerbaijan, but all Azerbaijanis of the world are proud of our victory. That was a victory of justice, historical justice, a victory of international law. So once again, thank you for making a trip here. The weather is not very friendly, but this is how Shusha is. You can never predict. It can be storming, raining, and then sunshine comes all of a sudden. And I hope you will enjoy your trip. Thank you.
Next, Victor Kipiani, Georgia, Geocase, Chairman.
Thank you very much indeed, President Aliyev, Your Excellency. Delighted to be in glorious Shusha, and thank you for your time to say yes. You mentioned on a few occasions Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan, South Caucasus Pipeline. Undisputably, those projects laid down foundations for a good regional cooperation, which we're benefiting up to these days, and hopefully will continue benefiting into decades to come. And this is really indeed a great legacy of Heydar Aliyev and his counterparty, President Shevardnadze. And this is something, which we should be very, very much thankful to. In the context of those projects, as we're at the start of the next phase of increasing regional interconnectedness, and that is about the Middle Corridor and the Black Sea electricity cable. You've touched from time to time in the course of this conversation on Baku's expectations, but still, if you could please elaborate a little bit more your outlook in relation to the projects, your expectations from the partners, and when speaking about the expectations of the partners in that context, once again, to elaborate on the good partnership of Azerbaijan and Georgia, which has always been critical for an overall success of any cross-border project, which we have witnessed, and we will be witnessing. So thank you so much indeed. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Yes, I fully agree with you. President Heydar Aliyev and President Eduard Shevardnadze, they laid down the foundation for a strong partnership and cooperation between our two countries. You know that they were leading Georgia and Azerbaijan during the Soviet times. They had very good friendly relations in that times, and as leaders of independent countries, they actually founded the today's Georgia-Azerbaijan partnership format. And of course, it started with the Baku-Supsa pipeline and the famous inauguration in the end of 90s in Supsa with the presence of President Shevardnadze and President Aliyev. And then they together laid down the foundation of Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan. When Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan was inaugurated in 2016, already it was without their participation, unfortunately. So today, relations developed successfully based on that foundation. You know that recently, last month, Georgian Prime Minister visited Azerbaijan. I visited Georgia 6 months ago. So we always keep in touch and try jointly to even cement even more relations between our countries. And there is quite a high level of mutual understanding that only together we can achieve our goals. Only together we can be more powerful in the region and also in relationship with our partners in Europe. Therefore, Georgia and Azerbaijan connections and partnership in transportation, energy, and many other areas is an important factor of energy security and transportation security. During these two important visits, and also during the visits of other high-ranking officials, mutual visits, these two important issues have been addressed. With respect to the middle corridor, you probably know that Azerbaijan is now investing additional funds into expansion of Baku-Tbilisi-Kars railroad on the Georgian territory. We've allocated about $140 million to expand the capacity from existing 1 to 5 million tons by railroad. And hopefully, within a maximum 1 year from now, we will achieve that. At the same time, we are actively evaluating future cooperation with respect to the potential of Georgian seaports, existing and planned. Don't want to, say something before some results are achieved, but we are seriously evaluating. We see a great potential because we can foresee a huge cargo flow through the middle corridor across the Caspian and then further down to Georgian seaports and through Georgia to Turkey, to Kars further down. So this is a reality. And with respect to Black Sea cable, you know that that project's feasibility study have been started a while ago, but now we established a more, a broader, I would say, format of 4 countries, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Hungary, and Romania. And first advisory council of that project took place in February in Baku, and the second in Tbilisi, relatively recently, I think last month. So we looked at this project from a bigger perspective, not just a Black Sea cable, but a transportation route from Caspian offshore wind farms to Europe, and to have an integrated project. Unlike Southern Gas Corridor, which was a fragmented, which consists of 3 independent pipelines integrated, now we want to have integrated projects from the source, and of course, source will be also in Georgia, to the final destinations. And after we started this already formal cooperation, we already started to receive some messages from some other European countries which want to join. So I think that that could be really a global project. Already we have oil, gas, now why not to have electricity, transmission and cable. European Union strongly supports that, and that adds to our optimism, because the European Commission's President, Madame Ursula von der Leyen, was witnessing the signing ceremony last December in Bucharest. So her presence there demonstrates that the European Union will seriously participate. And this is a project of probably the coming decades, because we have great potential of renewables in Georgia, in Azerbaijan, including in Karabakh, whether it's hydro or wind. And as I already said, with several major international companies famous in renewables, we signed contracts and MOUs to produce 25 gigawatt. almost 500 already is being constructed. 230 inauguration we are planning within several months, so more than 700 megawatt of solar and wind. We will have probably maximum by 2025, and the rest is in the pipeline. So we have great future and must always be together.